Have you ever agreed to something and regretted it before the conversation was even over? Not because you wanted to, not because you had time, but because you just couldn't bring yourself to disappoint the other person? Some people say no without thinking twice. Others say yes, and the moment the conversation ends, they already wish they hadn't. Imagine your friend calls you on Friday afternoon. You both work weekends. She sounds stressed. Please, can you cover my shift? Just this one last time? Then comes another long story. Everything went wrong. None of it was her fault. She doesn't want to lose her job. You know the story. You've heard different versions of it before. And before you even had time to think, you say, okay, I'll do it. The call ends. And 5 seconds later, you think, why did I do that again? You know what's interesting? The difficult part wasn't the word no. The difficult part was that for a few seconds, you felt responsible for two things: your friend's problem and your own weekend. And somehow your weekend lost. Maybe your situation isn't a friend. Maybe it's your mother. She's in her 80s. The TV doesn't work, or the remote, or the internet. Can you come over after work today? You don't actually have plans? You were simply looking forward to going home, closing the door, doing absolutely nothing? But somehow that doesn't feel like a good enough reason, so you say, yes, I'll come. Or maybe it's your neighbor, a lovely neighbor. You're genuinely happy to have him. Until you sit in your backyard. Within 2 minutes, he's standing next to you. Mind if I join you? And because he's so nice, you smile, even though what you really wanted was 20 minutes alone. Different people, different situations, but the same feeling. You want to protect the relationship, but you also want to protect yourself. And in that moment, it feels like those two things are fighting each other. So what do? We become creative. I'm not feeling so well. Maybe another time. Sorry, I'm really busy. Sometimes we don't answer the phone. Sometimes we hide. And sometimes, after saying yes 10 times, all the frustration comes out at once. We snap. Not because of this one request, because of all the ones before it. Every excuse teaches the other person the wrong lesson. Your friend doesn't learn that your weekends matter. Your mother doesn't learn that quiet evenings matter to you too. Your neighbor doesn't learn that sometimes you're outside because you want to be by yourself. How could they? They never hear the real reason. They only hear another excuse or silence or anger. How could they possibly understand what's actually happening? I think that's what makes saying no so difficult. We're afraid that saying no will damage the relationship. But always saying yes has a cost too. Maybe saying no isn't really about pushing people away. Maybe it's about making enough room for both of you. So maybe the goal isn't to find the perfect no. Maybe it's to say no in a way that leaves the relationship open. Imagine your friend asks again to cover her shift. Instead of another excuse, you say, I'm going to keep this weekend off. That's important to me. Maybe we can think of another way for you to find someone to cover your shift. Notice something? You didn't attack her. You didn't disappear. You simply let her see something true about you. Or your mother. Not tonight. I'm coming over on Sunday anyway, and then I'll have a look. You didn't reject your mother. You only protected your evening. Those aren't the same thing. Or your neighbor. It's nice to see you, but today I'd really like a little time to myself. Let's catch up another day. Again, you're not closing the door. You're just showing where your door actually is. Will everyone like hearing that? Probably not. Some people may be disappointed, some may not understand. And yes, some conversations will still be uncomfortable. There are no perfect words. But there's one difference. The people around you finally get to know the real you, not the polite version, not the guilty version, the real one. Maybe that's what saying no really is. Not pushing people away, just making enough room for two people in the relationship, including you.